Hello everybody, it's Jakob again, and this is the third example from today's problem set about logic in the dominion of an evil warlock and the Pixies. You can see that there's not much warlock in this problem, but anyway. This time we have a bit of more complicated example, but bear with me, it's not actually that scary. So, what we have a husband and wife. They're called Mr. and Mrs. Glittertail. I can't actually pronounce this. And they believe two different things. The husband believes that they are both star pixies, and both they mean he means himself and his wife, right? Whereas at the same exact time, his wife believes that they are not both star pixies, right? But what's more, we know for a fact that one of them is enchanted while they are believing those things, and the other is not enchanted while they are believing those things. Okay, so how do we approach this? Right. First of all, what you can see that those statements contradict each other, right? It is not possible for both of them to be true, and actually, it's also not possible for both of them to be false. One of them must be true, and the other one must be false. If they are both star pixies, this one is true. But if they are in any other combination, then this one is true. So either way, one is true, one is false. What that means is either the enchanted one, the enchanted person, regardless of who that is, it might be the husband, might be the wife, believes the true statement, and the not enchanted one believes the false statement, right? They have to split. In that case, actually, they're both star pixies, because that means that enchanted pixie believing a true statement must be a star pixie, and the non-enchanted pixie believing a false statement also must be a star pixie, right? So they're both star pixies if this is the case, right? If the opposite is the case, if the enchanted one believes the false statement and the not enchanted one believes the true statement, they must be both land pixies, because the land pixies are the only ones that can believe false statements while they are enchanted, and they can believe true statements while they are not enchanted. What that means is that both they are the same type, right? So they must be the same type. They must be either both star pixies or they're both land pixies. This is how much we can learn by just looking at those statements, okay? Now let's look at the husband and see what he can tell us. So, is he not enchanted? Let's just ask ourselves, can he be not enchanted? Well, why am I asking this? Well, in the first example, we've established that everybody believes that they are a star pixie while they are enchanted. And, if he says we are both star pixies, then that means that he believes in particular that he is a star pixie. So that suggests that he should be enchanted. So let's just try to eliminate the possibility that he is not. So what does this imply? Well, this belief that he says, right? So this thing, right? This belief is false if he is a land pixie, right? And as a land pixie, he would not be able to believe false things. So land pixie immediately leads to a contradiction, right? So he cannot be a land pixie. He must be a star pixie, right? But if he's a star pixie and not enchanted, then this belief is still false. This time, because a non-enchanted star pixie cannot believe something that is true, right? But if he is a star pixie, and the opinion that they are both star pixies is still not true, that means that his wife might be a land pixie while he is a star pixie, right? And in this case, obviously this is not correct, right? Because you're saying we are both star pixies, right? And wife would be land pixie. That's not correct. The problem with this one is that we've already established that they are the same type. So if they are of the same type, then this possibility just doesn't work. So whatever we do, if he is not enchanted, then this just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So that means he must be enchanted. And actually, this is the only thing that the question asks for. Who is the enchanted person? We've answered this question. So technically, we could have finished the solution here. But let's just check that it works, right? Right. So this is what they said at the beginning. And we've now established that the husband is enchanted, the wife is not enchanted. Let's just see that it both works. The husband is enchanted, they're both at the same time, and everything checks out regardless of the type. If they are star pixies, the husband's statement is correct, because this is what he says, they're both star pixies, right? And in such a case, he's an enchanted star pixie, so that makes sense, because an enchanted star pixie is able to believe true statements. But his wife is actually not enchanted, and also a star pixie, so she must believe false statements. And you can see that her statement here, the wife's statement, this one, is not correct, right? What she believes is not true, and this is correct because she's not enchanted and she's a star pixie, right? In the other possibilities, they are both land pixies, right? The husband's statement is obviously false, right? Because, well, he thinks that they are both star pixies, which when actually they aren't. But that is actually exactly what he should be believing, because he's an enchanted land pixie, right? So he believes false things, right? And at the same time, the wife believes that they're not both star pixies, which also is true, because if they're both land pixies, then they're not both star pixies. Neither of them is, actually. And she is not enchanted, as a fact. We've established that. And if she's a land pixie, then she will believe true statements. So either way, this works. That this works, we are good, right? We cannot determine, unfortunately, if they are star pixies, if they are land pixies, but we can determine that the husband is enchanted, right? He must be the enchanted one. She is not enchanted at the moment when they are thinking those things, or making those statements, or believing those things to be true. So that concludes this problem. We've solved it. Sometimes we cannot answer all the questions, but the problem only asks about who is enchanted, and we've done that, so that's good for me. Thank you very much, and good luck with the rest of the problem set. See you.